Since your first orientation week, you've heard about all the resources and support services Western has to offer students. But the real question is, what are these resources and where can we get access to them? I'm Kara Waits.
And I'm Michelle Terzis.
And we're your student affairs reporters.
Today we're featuring just one of these resources, the University Student Council Peer Support Network.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily Addison and I'm the Vice President Internal of the USC this year.
Hi, I'm Sahana Durai and I am the Associate Vice President of the Peer Support Network.
Awesome. Okay, so Sahana, I have a question for you. In the most simplest terms, how would you describe the Peer Support Network to Western students?
So the Peer Support Network is a student-run, student-founded, and student-operated network of services to try to make sure every student here feels welcome and finds a community.
Awesome. Okay, and Emily, so from my understanding, the Peer Support Service Network is an umbrella, and within that is a bunch of services. Do you want to describe to us some of the services that are included within the Peer Support Network?
Definitely. So there's 8 different services that are housed under the Peer Support Network, as well as the Peer Support Center, which is the physical space that we're in right now. Under the network, we have things like Ethnocultural Support Services, which is running an awareness week this week, called My Culture's Not a Costume. So that service the goal of it is to promote cultural inclusivity and understanding across campus. Another example is PrideWestern, which is a service for LGBTQ students. They provide different programming and advocacy initiatives also across campus. Those are just 2 examples of the 8 different services.
I'm here with Megan, who is the coordinator of Western, and Tamara, who is the coordinator of the Sexual Health and Education Consent. And we're going to talk a little bit about what they do as coordinators underneath the Peer Support Network. So Megan, could you tell me a little bit about what Western is?
Sure. Western is an outreach service that's part of the Peer Support Network. Its focus is on inclusivity on campus, bringing resources to all individuals, but there is a heavy focus on LGBTQIA issues. That would be lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, asexual, and intersex individuals. But I'm trying to really incorporate mental health aspects as well, a lot of different intersecting points of different kind of oppressive systems. So yeah, it's more of a resource kind of position. I do a lot of workshops and a lot of trainings on how to make the environment an inclusive safe space that falls within the Safe Space Initiative at the USC.
So sexual health and consent education, basically my role as a coordinator is to bring programming to campus that really focuses on the paradigm of sexual violence as well as sexual health. So I focus a lot on educating about what a healthy relationship looks like, what to do if you may find yourself in a relationship that's not so healthy, how we can go about combating sexual violence, not just on our campus, but on a wider scale, and opening up a dialogue about sexual health and what it means to be sexually responsible and make safe sex decisions.
That's awesome. One thing I was going to ask you, we were talking earlier about a statistic about the London community that I thought was very interesting and very relevant to students.
Yeah, so the London community actually has the highest rate of STIs amongst university-aged individuals in Ontario. So when you look at that statistic, it really puts into perspective that sexual health isn't necessarily something vague and some abstract thing that we can just think about but not actually have consequences for, because it is a lived reality that our age group, our Western student body is most affected by this. And it's not something that's like this, ooh, scary, like STIs, but it is something that we need to talk about and we need to learn how to make safer decisions, I think.
Just out of curiosity, if students want to get involved, how would they go about doing this?
The best ways to do so are to come and check out any of the events that we have going on around campus throughout the year. So like I said, there's 3 different awareness weeks going on this week in the UCC, as well as PrideWestern is running a Outtober events all month. So check out the events that are going on around campus. You can find everything on the USC website, and you can also come down to the Peer Support Center in the basement of the UCC, room 38, and there's tons of opportunities and ways to learn more about campus and more about the students that are around us and get involved that way.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I'm here with Nick, who is the Associate Vice President of the Peer Support Center. The Peer Support Center is kind of the home base for the Peer Support Network. Nick, could you tell me a little bit about the center itself and when students can come hang out?
Yeah, so we're located at UCC 38, which is at the basement of the UCC. And then the Peer Support Network and 7 of its services run out of the space. So we'll have the coordinators come in of those 7 services. And it's a safe space for anyone to come in, whether they need to talk to someone or just need a quiet place to go gather their thoughts.
It definitely is a very welcoming environment here. I love it.
The Peer Support Network is unique to other Western services because it truly is students helping students.
Make sure you check out some of the events they have to offer in the next couple weeks, and also check out their website.
These resources are here to be used. Be aware and get the information and support that you need. I'm Kara Waits.
And I'm Michelle Terzis for Western TV.